Last time on Varrick World, a car was hijacked which was being experimented upon by Kimiko and Marion. It was taken over by radio control, and Kimiko had many valuable documents and plans and schematics in the back of it. So, they hopped in the other car and went chasing after it. While they were doing so, attempting to stop it along the way, Chen Shaoxing in the guise of Spider-Batman also noticed what was going on and flew in to try and help out with the situation, using the thwip grips to pull the vehicle in close and literally punching the remote control receiver to smithereens. After they had stopped the runaway car, they noticed that someone was off in the distance with the remote control unit, Professor Pentapus herself. Marion shot Chen way up into the sky, and he went gliding towards Pentapus, but was intercepted by the Sparrowkeet. Who is this child? Who is this young miner who is trying to put himself into life and limb danger to save the day? Well, after another bit of altercation in which Professor Ishitako was finally captured and is in the hands of the Republic City Police under the direction of Chief Lin Beifong, Spider-Batman told the kid to beat it, and he did. Respectfully beat it, kid. You did a good job, but you're too young. While this was going on, Grandma Halmeoni was just having a chill, regular, average time back at the workshop, working on her voice synthesizer, etc., when she got a mysterious call from Ghazal Rhul, assuming that Professor Pentapus had managed to remove Kimiko from commission somehow. And in the midst of trying to figure out what was going on, Grandma Halmeoni arranged a date with Ghazal Rhul. And that is where we're going to pick up, actually. What's going to happen next as Grandma Halmeoni goes on this hot date? Let's find out here in the world of Varrick World. What's shaking, everybody? You're listening to ImpTab Avatar, Varrick World, the Avatar Legends actual play where we make up almost everything on the spot. I'm Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and today I'm joined by...
Connor Wood. After the war, I moved back to New York.
Wow.
Justin Porter, a.k.a. JP, and I'm going to live out two of my dreams today, being a superhero and Hitch.
Thomas Ryan, go get your COVID vaccine if you haven't yet.
You know, sometimes, even though it's no longer a national emergency, it still manages to weasel its way into your body.
It should be a national emergency, but whatever.
We just went to a soccer game last night, and I'm like, one of us is going to get it. We're just accepting that one of us is going to get it.
Well, one of us currently has it. See if you can guess who it is.
Yeah, see if you can figure it out.
Well, even though we're sick, that doesn't mean we can't still go on hot dates, right? In real life, if you are sick, you should not go on a hot date.
Yeah.
But in fake life, if you are a fake person, having COVID in real life doesn't mean you can't go on.
I'm not a fake person.
I was going to say, this isn't fake. This is another dimension we're just showing for you guys.
It's real to me.
It's real to me.
We're channeling reality through this podcast. So Grandma Halmeoni, who is not sick over in Varrick World, how are you feeling about your date with Ghazal Rhul?
I'm freaking out, dearie. I don't want to go. I think he's going to kill me once he figures out that it's all just a ruse.
Yeah, so you start heading along your way to the Gimbop stand outside the Air Nomad area of Varrick World. Now, Chen and Marion, what are the two of you doing while Grandma Halmeoni heads off towards this date?
Yeah, I want to find like an eagle's, like a sniper's nest, but just to watch their hot date. Normal Shen, you can come with me if you want.
Yeah, for sure. But first, I need to stop by the store and buy some flowers.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna end there. I don't have anything else, and then I just leave.
Cool, man. I'll see you there. Or whatever. We'll see someone there.
See someone there, I'm sure.
Going to a clock tower or something. La 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 la.
All right. Shen is off buying flowers. Marion is watching what's going on under these proceedings. And Grandma Halmeoni, you're just strolling along down the streets. Like we mentioned, the Air Nomad section of Varrick World does close down earlier than all of the other sections, so you are by yourself for the most part. Occasionally you'll pass somebody else who's just walking through, enjoying the quiet, but eventually you turn a corner and you see at the far end of this road the Gimbop stand right there with a single light out in front of it, just this single pool of visible light in the midst of all of the darkness.
Is there a supervillain Kingpin type character just hanging out next to it?
Not that you can currently see, no.
Alright, I'm gonna meander over.
Yeah, so you begin approaching, you kind of step into the radius of the light, just the very edge of it, And you hear from the other side of this pool of light, from kind of a corner behind the gimbap stand, you see just like the shadowy outline of a figure appear, and a voice say, "Well, I am glad that you have actually kept up with our date, just like you promised."
Oh, I wouldn't miss it for the world, dearie.
Good to know, good to know.
Now, where are you? I can't see you.
Oh, don't worry, you will see me in just a moment. And you see the figure begin stepping towards the pool of light, and we're going to cut real quick over to the Varrick World Police HQ, where Lin Bei Fong is still interrogating Professor Pentapus. And it's been a very long, very difficult interrogation. Bei Fong is almost at the point of starting to tear her hair out. Professor Pentapus is cool as a cucumber, and she's just like slamming her fist on the table, yelling at Pentapus, trying to get the merest bit of information out of her. But Pentapus is just smirking, and she hears a little beep come down from her wrist, and she looks, and there's just this little band that she's got there with a little light that flashes, and Pentapus smiles and looks up at Bei Fong and says, "You don't realize that we have plans already in motion at this very moment." And Bei Fong narrows her eyes and says, "What do you mean by that?" And then we cut back to the gimbap stand. Grandma Halmeoni, you hear a flip-flop noise as the figure starts walking towards the light. And the voice says, "I told you that I live closer than you might have realized."
No.
And you see, beginning to enter into the light, a single flip-flopped shoe.
No.
Can't be.
Followed by a pair of shorts and a floral print shirt.
No.
No.
And you hear a peeling noise coming from the head area of this figure walking into the light. Cut back to the police HQ. Lin Bei Fong says, "Where are they right now? Where is Ghazal Rhul?" And Professor Pentapus pulls out a coin and flips it and catches it and looks at it and says, "I think I can tell you. Let's make this interesting."
Oh my god.
And we'll cut back to the gimbap stand. The peeling noise continues, and right at the time you hear the flesh mask pull away from the face, you see Slim Whitlock has been Ghazal Rhul this entire time.
Son of a cow bear. What?
Slim, how could you?
Not you, Slim.
Not the comic relief.
No.
I say out loud from the watchtower.
I want to just interject that I went to go. My getting flowers was definitely a ruse to go become Spider Batman.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Just throwing that out there. No, you guys did not catch that, but that was a
man.
sneaky ruse on my part.
That was sly.
I had no idea.
And so you are kind of sequestered off on like another rooftop nearby, perhaps?
Yeah.
So yeah, what does Chen feel inside upon realizing that Slim has been Ghazal Rhul this entire time?
I feel betrayed by a friend. Maybe? Question mark?
Yeah.
Questioning everything. Maybe he really was my friend, or he wasn't my friend, and he really was Ra's al Ghul. Who is Slim? And then it's like, this is all going in my head. And oh, no. I'm saying this out loud. Who is Slim? Who's my friend? No, I'm Spider Batman. And I just start saying all this stuff out loud.
There's like two different rooftops where people are just like, what is going on?
And there's like a rooftop right in between it, and there's some people out on the patio just like watching, like, what is going on?
Yeah. And we cut real quick back to Police HQ, where the door to the interrogation chamber has slammed open, and we catch just the merest glimpse as Chief Bei Fong goes rushing out the door. Professor Pentapus is sitting there, smiling, just completely chained up to this chair. But yeah, we now find ourselves back in the spotlight in front of the gimbap stand. Grandma Halmeoni, what do you say?
I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let my fists do the talking.
All right.
I don't want to go on a date with Slim
Okay.
at all. I'm going to attack.
All right.
I'm going to put that dude in a headlock. That's my goal right now.
Okay, well, we're getting right into aggressive negotiations then. Sounds to me like you are advancing and attacking, so let's roll with passion.
Oh no.
Have we had like any legit fights in a while?
That's an 11.
11, okay, full success. So you go rushing forward, and I'm liking how the diminishing pools went last time, so I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to create an 8 pool for Ghazal Rhul, but I am also going to be creating a 6 pool for Ghazal Rhul's thugs.
Oh, golly.
So as you rush forward to punch, I'm going to actually roll for the thugs. Wow. That is 3 2s and 3 1s, so all of those are removed from the pool immediately.
Oh.
Hot dog.
You see 6 guys wearing like black tight-fitting suits and masks over their face come rushing in to try and block you, and you by this point have figured out how to move this little mech suit, and you just start like jabbing and blocking and punching and kicking, and by the time you're done, you're standing in the middle of this group of unconscious thugs on the ground as Rhul is just staring at you wide-eyed.
And in the distance, Spider-Batman is watching and just like, who trained her? I need to get some moves like that.
So, Marion or Chen, is there anything that either of you would like to do at this point?
I'm betrayed and pissed. I'm gonna metal bend these binoculars I've been using right into Slim's head.
All right.
Good.
I'm metal bending them at Slim.
All right, sounds like you are advancing and attacking. Roll with passion.
Okay, 6, 4, and passion is +1, so I got 11, baby.
Wow, another full success on this roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so you metal bend the binoculars right at Slim's head. He is still just kind of flummoxed at how well Grandma Halmeoni did, so he doesn't notice them flying in from the distance. And that is a 3, a 2, and a 1, and the rest are 6s.
Dang.
So we remove 3 of those dice, and Rhul still has 5 left. But in response to this, he looks up, notices that you are up there on top of the clock tower, starts scoping the tops of the rest of the buildings, and he pulls out a little pellet from his belt and tosses it on the ground, and a smoke screen appears around him in a defensive tactic. So now, Chen, is there anything that you would like to try and do?
Yeah, I guess I want to assess the situation. I was going to jump in there, but Grandma Halmeoni just took care of everybody, so I'm going to assess the situation, see if there's anything else we should be paying attention to.
All right, roll with creativity.
My secret move is that I stuff my purse full of bricks and start swinging it.
I don't know you.
9.
9. All right, you get 1 question from the list.
I guess what should I be looking out for?
Yeah, you are like peering into this smoke screen, trying to see, okay, what's Rhul's tactic here right now? And you see from the rooftop of the Gimbop stand, another figure comes swinging down, and you notice like it's got this long tentacle-like arm as it swings down from the top and moves into the smoke screen, getting ready to finagle with the situation here.
Let's go! And I jump and I do my my wings, shoot them out, and I jump towards the situation at hand.
All right, let's see how well your wings are treating you today. 8, so once again, a partial success. What does it look like as you kind of fumble your way into the fight here?
So I jump out, total Superman style, fists first. One of the wings, like I shoot that one of the wings comes out fine, the other one does not. And so I do kind of like a spin towards where I'm trying to get to, like a paper airplane that you threw, and it just like spins as it gets to where it's going.
All right, yeah, let's have you push your luck to see if we can have you avoid taking some fatigue upon landing.
That is a 4.
4. That's not good. That's not good.
We did not take care of the dice as I said I would, and I should have. I thought, I don't need to take care of the dice. That was just saying something, and now I believe. Now I'm a believer.
Still have the cursed dice.
Yes. So would you like to take 2 fatigue or a condition?
Let's go 2 fatigue.
All right. So you have marked all 5 of your fatigue. You're still a little weary from that fight with Professor Pentapus.
Okay.
At this point, in any time when you would take fatigue, you are going to take a condition instead.
Okay.
And once all of your conditions are full, you are taken out of the scene.
Okay.
Yeah, you come spiraling in, and you sort of skid to the ground in the middle of the smoke screen, and when you land, you're like, ooh, that was rough, and you pick yourself up, and you see a pair of feet, a pair of very heavy boots, just coated with dirt in, like, strange colors, and you look up, and you see a face leering down at you. One half of it is human, and the other half is morphed into a dragoneel-like visage.
I got nothing to say to this, and I go to punch him in the face.
All right, advance and attack, roll with passion.
11.
11, full
Nice.
success.
There
I was
we
gonna
go.
say, for once. Okay.
Yeah, in the moments when it's actually counting, you guys are rolling surprisingly well tonight.
Yeah.
No joke.
Tokuga here has a 10 pool that I'm going to roll for him. He is, in fact, a larger threat than Rhul, it turns out.
Oh dear.
That's fine.
Good to know.
3 1s and a 2, but the rest of them stay in place. So he still has 6 dice left in his pool. but what does it look like as your fist connects with his face?
So my fist connects with his lizard side face, and slow motion. Face goes back with the fist and everything, and then I land on the other side. I turn around in a kind of like a cool pose with my hand on the ground and my other hand up in the air and everything. And I'm just like, I'm sure you've heard of me, but who are you?
He looks down at you and says, I have heard of you well, Shen Shaoxing, traitor to our cause.
Oh, Bun.
Bumgus.
They just use your Christian name.
Let's actually just have you roll and assess the situation to see if you might know who this person would be. Because you were part of the Grey Lotus for a little bit there, there's a chance you know who this is already.
Okay. 7.
7. You're able to, put some pieces together. You never met this person. He had already sort of left the main HQ of the Grey Lotus, but you figure this might be that Tokuga guy you heard about.
Tokuga, you psychopath.
Yeah, let's head on over to Grandma Halmeoni. There's the smokescreen ahead of you, and you hear a really solid punch come from inside the smokescreen, followed by a little bit of erudite banter. What would you like to do next?
I mean, I don't know for sure that Tokuga's there at this point, right?
You don't.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and... I'm not gonna kill, but I do want to severely injure Rhul.
All right, so we're advancing and attacking, it sounds like. Roll with passion.
I'm gonna swing my brick purse. That is an 8.
8, so that is a partial success. So we're going to roll Rhul's pool just to see how well he does. That's a 1 and a 2, so we remove 2 more dice. He still has 3 left.
Dang.
He hears you kind of clanking towards him and reaches up his arm to block the brick purse, and you hear a cracking noise as it contacts with his arm, and he winces in pain. But your moment of victory is cut short as the other arm comes in from an uppercut right into your metallic chin.
Oh, mama.
So would you like to take 2 fatigue or a condition?
Let's do the fatigue.
All right.
I'm gonna destroy Rhul. I did not want to go on a date with that guy. I really don't want to go on a date with Slim.
Same guy, turns out.
Yeah,
Dang.
Nothing good. He will feel my wrath.
But yeah, he uppercuts you right in the chin and says, "Come now, darling, why are you so upset with me?"
Oh my goodness.
I don't know you.
And then I'm swinging my purse.
Just start swinging around. You do not have my consent.
Yeah, so Marion, you see your 2 friends disappear into the smoke screen. What are you doing at this point?
I am going to... So I'm still kind of up in this higher place, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to check the street and see if there are any sort of animatronics or Zoltar fortune tellers or even mascot suits in a closet. I'd like to believe I put some sort of skeletal structure in there for this very event. So any and all marionette-esque things on the street, I'm gonna wake them up and just send them into the fray.
All right, assess the situation for me.
Sick.
That is creativity.
Creativity, cool, not bad. Okay, I got a 9.
9. Okay, you get 1 question.
Okay, what is here that I can use to kick some booty?
Kick some booty. Yeah, you look down at the Air Nomad area, and you see that there is a meditate with me sort of booth.
Oh, cool.
That you worked on the animatronics for this a long time ago. There's these 3 air nomads who just sit there cross-legged in lotus position, and they guide people through meditations. They've got the mouths that move up and down and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, there's my guys right there.
Booyah. All right. These peaceful little crisscross monks are gonna get up and rush some dudes. They're heading for... Do we have any henchmen left, or is it just the 2 big bads?
Well, here's the other thing that you notice as you're reaching out for these people.
Oh, boy.
You start awakening these animatronics from their booth, and as they start moving, you see someone down there start and stumble, somebody wearing one of those henchman costumes, and you see he was trying to set an explosive underneath that attraction there.
Great.
And if there's one, there might be more.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna use these little dudes to try and search around for it. Dang. For any bombs that we find, I'm gonna have one of these nomads pick it up and run into the lake.
All right. Yeah, so we've got a 6 clock to stop the sabotage.
Oh, jeez.
So you got them running around. It sounds like maybe rely on your skills and training to move your marionettes.
Cool. 9, 10.
All right, full success. We're going to roll that 6 pool. 2 1s and a 3 that we remove, so there's 3 left to stop the sabotage.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you start these guys rushing out all through the Air Nomad area, and whenever you find a guy, you just, like, bop him on top of the head, grab the bomb, like, toss it way out into the lake there.
Actually, I'm gonna have one of the air nomads, like, buckle his body around it, and then I'm gonna launch him using earth bending, like a little catapult from the ground, sending him into the lake.
All right. So, yeah, he goes flying, splash, far away. Now, Chen, let's have you do something. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna get my boomerangs out and just throw them at Tortuga. Right? That's his name, Tortuga?
Tokuga.
All
right.
Tortuga! You know, Pirates of the Caribbean. Anyway, yes, I'll roll a dice.
All right. Sounds like we're advancing and attacking. Roll plus passion.
11.
11. Another full success.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to roll his 6 pool. And that is a 1 that we remove. The remaining 5 stay in.
Ooh, dang.
Yeah, you toss it, and he reaches out with his tentacle, and he whips it out of the air, just like spikes it onto the ground and stops its momentum. But he does wince a little bit from the effort of knocking it out of there, because they're hefty boomerangs. They can deal some damage.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are able to avoid his side swipe. Like, he goes in for a counterattack, trying to wrap around your leg and drag you down. But like, as it wraps around your leg, you grab your other boomerang and just like bop it, and he has to let go. So you are still on your feet here.
I'm just like, I'm so tired. I need some sleep, need some rest.
Yeah, Chen is not looking great right now.
Yeah.
Grandma Halmeoni, what would you like to do?
Slim's still up. I can't let that stand.
I
Can't let that man stand.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I'm bricking him.
Okay, advanced attack plus passion.
That is a 10.
10, another full success. So we're going to roll his pool. A 4, a 5, and a 5. They all stay in.
Why aren't my bricks?
Why aren't my bricks working?
And as he's dodging each swing, he says, "You really should try to switch up your style a little bit, my dear."
I'm going to take that to heart, and I'm going to take 2 bricks out of the purse and use, like, hold them in my fist.
Oh, shoot, double brick style.
The next time, I'm punching with my brick fist.
All right, you know what? You're feeling fiery enough right now. We'll just let you take another attack on him.
Yeah!
I don't want to date Rhul. I don't want to date Slim. I don't want any of this.
That's a 12.
Okay, we're gonna roll his pool again. That is a 2 and a 1 that get removed, leaving him with 1 die left in his pool.
Oh, man.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh boy. Yeah, you shout this out, and by this point, you can hear sirens have started to blare from where the police HQ is located, and you see Rhul look up in panic, and he whispers something in like code words that you don't understand further into the smoke screen here. And Chen, you see Tokuga kind of pauses, looks in the direction of Rhul and Grandma Halmeoni, and scowls, and it looks like he's getting ready to try and hop out of the situation. But before we get to that, Marion, is there anything else that you would like to do?
Yes. Has the smoke cleared at all?
Yes, the smoke is starting to clear to the point where you can see the participants in the battle there.
Okay, I want to try and metal bend the mic that is set on Grandma Halmeoni onto Gaz,
Yeah.
if I can.
All right, rely on your skills and training.
Okay. Oh, that's a 7.
All right, so you try to metal bend it, and Grandma Halmeoni is so busy just like pummeling at Rhul with these bricks that you're able to get it out and remove it, but it gets kind of flicked in a direction you weren't expecting, and it lands on Tokuga instead of Rhul.
Okay, well, yeah, that's something. All right.
Yeah, now Chen, you see Tokuga looking like he's getting ready to bounce out of the situation. He sneers at you, and he says, "The training that you gained from our organization is going to such a waste."
Rude.
I want to grab his tail and throw him Super Mario 64 style.
So long, gay Bowser.
All right. Yeah, I could see this being defend and maneuver or advance and attack. So defend and maneuver is focus to try and reposition him, or you could go with passion to just advance and attack.
I'll just go with passion. I mean, they're both +1, right? So
That is true.
that's an 8.
8. All right, partial success.
Yeah.
So we're going to roll his pool once more. A 1 and a 3 get removed, leaving him with 3 dice left. So you grab his tentacle and start whipping him around, and he was not expecting you to be this strong. As you're just turning him in this cyclone, the smoke screen really starts to disperse at this point, so that you can now see both of the people very, very clearly, and he is wide-eyed, just like, what the heck is going on right now? Which direction do you toss him?
Away from the fight.
All right. You throw him down one of the roadways, away from this area, but as he was getting tossed around, he's trying to figure out how to extricate himself from the situation. He grabs something from his belt and rolls it across the ground towards you, and as you throw him, he goes flying down, skids on his face down the asphalt, but you look down and see this little beeping sphere right in front of you, and you leap out of the way just at the right moment as this thing explodes. We're going to have you mark another condition from that.
Dang.
How are you feeling right now, Chen?
Oh, not the best. Could really use a senzu bean.
Yeah, so would you say you're feeling afraid, angry, guilty, or insecure?
I'm gonna say insecure.
All right, we'll mark insecure on your conditions. That is now -2 to trick and to resist shifting your balance.
Okay.
So yeah, Shen's getting real beat up here.
Dang, man.
But yeah, you toss Tokuga. He skids across the ground and picks himself back up, scowls, and starts rushing down the road away from the fight scene.
Say let him go.
Sounds good. Yeah, and then I wanna turn around and whip grip Ghazal Rhul.
All right. What are you attempting to do with your thwip grips?
I am attempting to detain.
All right. I think that would probably be a defend and maneuver, let's say. So let's have you roll with focus, which again is still just a +1.
Ooh, there's the dice. 4.
4. Ooh, boy.
Oh man.
Killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now that the smoke screen is down, Ghazal Rhul is looking around with eyes like a hawk. He sees the thwip rips coming in, and he tosses Grandma Halmeoni directly in front of him at that moment.
No!
And so you grab the mech body and pull it towards yourself, and it slams right into your face. We're going to mark another condition on you for that.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Chen!
Yeah, you're all out of fatigue.
Yeah.
Not much further you can go. So are you feeling afraid, angry, or guilty because of this result?
I'm gonna say guilty.
All right. So that's -2 to push your luck and to deny a call out.
Okay.
Marion, you're watching the tides turn pretty sharply in this battle here. What are you going to do from up top?
I'm gonna get the rest of these bombs out of here.
Yeah, so they continue searching around. Let's have you, let's say, assess the situation.
Cool. Okay. 11.
Okay, full success. So we're going to roll that pool. That is a 1 that gets removed. There's still 2 bombs left here somewhere, but you do also get to ask 2 questions from the list.
What is my best way through these bombs?
Yeah, through these bombs. You look up from the top, and you, at this point, are able to see, the call has gone out from Ghazal Rhul, get out of here while the going's good. So you see the 2 henchmen stand up from where they were planting their bombs, and you're like, okay, that's exactly the locations where they are.
Okay, cool. Follow-up question would be who or what is the biggest threat? I assume where the bombs are planted.
Those bombs, they're about to go off any second now.
Okay.
But it's kind of a toss-up, actually, because you look at Tokuga, and you're suddenly realizing how much bigger of a threat he is than Ghazal Rhul was even, and he's running away. So it could be down to a matter of, do you try and detain Tokuga or stop the bombs from going off? But, I mean, the bombs are threatening the park that you love so much.
I'm gonna get the bombs.
All right.
Going for the bombs.
And I'll say, because you have that opportunity now to actually physically see where the bombs are located, it's just a matter now of if you can get your animatronics there quick enough. So I'm going to give you 1 more roll on that.
Okay.
A 4 and a 6, they stay in.
Okay.
Now, Grandma Halmeoni, what are you up to? You just got slammed into Chen.
Is Ghazal Rhul still within range?
You're currently kind of a little tied up in the thwip grips, but he's within throwing range.
In that case, could I squirt gun myself out of my mech suit?
Go Gadget, my soul!
I want to land on his face and boil it.
Sounds like we're advancing and attacking. Roll with passion.
This is not the Grandma Halmeoni I knew earlier.
11! I'm on fire!
Yeah.
Full success. This grandma's on fire.
So is he.
Let's
That
go.
is a 5, though I will give you an opportunity to mark 2 fatigue or 1 condition to have him re-roll that.
I will mark angry, because that feels appropriate.
Very on brand. So you now have -2 to guide and comfort and to assess the situation. We're going to re-roll this die. and that is a 1.
I'm boiling his face.
Yeah, and he starts screaming with a pained sound that you have never heard before. It's like Wesley in the pit of despair as he's getting the life sucked out of his body in The Princess Bride. This guy just wailing at the top of his lungs, clawing at his face, trying to remove you, but every time he does, he just like moves through the liquid and isn't able to pull you off. And so he's just writhing on the ground as Beifong and a couple of her guards arrive on the scene. And so Tokuga at this point is disappearing rapidly. The bombs are starting to beep a little bit louder and more rapidly. Marion, you're the only one who's aware of both of those situations. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna try and finalize the bomb issue, TM. Get 'em, my air nomads.
Yeah, rely on your skills and training, I reckon.
Get 'em, boys. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ha ha!
10. That is a 2 and a 4, so there's 1 bomb left.
Oh, mama.
And at this point, I'm going to roll to start seeing. I'm just going to roll 1d6 to see whether this bomb explodes.
Oh boy.
Low numbers are bad for you, high numbers are good for you. That's a 6, it does not explode. Woo! Now, Chen, what would you like to do?
I'm trapped by the body, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the mech suit, it's just dead weight now at this point, because Grandma Halmeoni's not controlling it anymore.
It's not even piloted.
I guess I want to get that off me.
Yeah, let's rely on your skills and training, I suppose.
Okay.
I've been trained to move stuff off me.
Though you do have -2 to rely on your skills and training. You also have -2 to push your luck because of all the feelings that you're feeling right now.
Just lay down.
Yeah, well,
Chen, take a nap.
I got a 4 then.
Oh my goodness, dude.
4. Yeah, you... yeah.
Are you okay?
One of the police EMTs comes rushing up and is like, Spider-Batman does not look good right now, and just like pushes the mech off of you,
Carefully, he's a hero.
picks you up like fireman carries you, and starts carrying you towards the nearest medical tent.
As he does, I whisper to him, he's like, do you want a job and do you have a favorite animal?
Roll to plead with an NPC.
Oh no.
You have -2 to plead right now.
Well, I got a 2 then.
He says, yes, my favorite animal is justice, and my job is defending Republic City.
Oh, that's so cool.
Dang.
So yeah, he starts rushing you off to the nearest medical tent. Now, Marion,
my.
there's 1 bomb left.
Oh my. Okay.
Here's what I'll say. If you push your luck, then it could go bad for you, but I'll give you the opportunity, like, if you succeed, I'll let you roll twice to try to diminish the pool, but if it fails, then you are probably going to have to take a condition from this.
I am not gonna push my luck.
All right.
I'm just gonna try as hard as I've been trying.
Skills and training plus focus.
Yeah, baby. Come on. 6, 7, 8, 9. I got a 9.
All right. So you are going to take some fatigue from this. We'll say 2 fatigue because this is such a stressful situation. But we're going to roll for that bomb. And that is a 3. So just the final last moment, this air nomad sprints as fast as he can. It's like slow motion, $1 Million Man. Yeah, does a roll, duck and roll, grabs this thing and completely envelops it in its own body. And you just like, boom, pinball, shoot this thing off into the lake. And right before it hits the surface of the water, the thing explodes. And you look and you see an arm come flying through the air, and you reach out and just grab it.
Okay. I'm gonna hold this arm and like just fall down and rest against a wall or something. This has been a stressful 10 minutes or whatever.
Right? What a date.
What a date.
Holy cow.
I didn't think it was gonna go that bad.
But yeah, speaking of what a date, Grandma Halmeoni, you're just all over Gazo Rhul's face right now.
Not in the fun date way, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, by this point, Beifong has got both of her cables, shing, just wraps them around Gazo Rhul as tight as she possibly can. And he has gone unconscious from the pain at this point.
Oh my gosh. We got him.
I'm gonna slip away unnoticed, hopefully.
Hopefully, roll to trick an NPC.
Ooh, it's a 7.
All right, so you get 1 from the list. They stumble, take +1 forward acting against them. They act foolishly, I tell you an additional opportunity. They overcommit, they are deceived for some time.
They are deceived.
Yeah. So Beifong rushes up and at the same time is retracting the cables to pull Gazo Rhul in towards her and actually pulls him out of the light, that little pool of light, and that gives you enough time to slip off and head your way back over towards your little mech suit.
He's got like 3rd-degree burns on his face.
Yep.
You just created no face. I don't know.
Gosh.
But yeah, you start slithering towards your mech body, and you see the other police EMT is like, "Ma'am, are you all right? Are you all right?" And just like shaking the mech body.
Oh, yes, I'm fine. Sorry, I fainted in all the excitement.
That is understandable. Do you need any medical assistance?
Oh, no, I'm quite all right. Thank you.
Put my bricks back in my purse.
I think I'll be just dandy. I'm just gonna leave now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. And he just looks at you befuddled as you get up looking just completely fine and walk away from this encounter here.
Well, we saved the day, kind of.
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, you've got, hey, out of our 3 big bads, you've got Professor Pentapus, you've got Ghazal Rhul. Now it's just that Weasley Tokuga who's still out there somewhere.
It's only probably the most dangerous.
Yeah.
So
Only probably, maybe.
that's fine.
But yeah, let's sort of touch base with each of our folks and get just a little bit of the internal monologue that's going on, how you're feeling about this crazy situation. And let's start with Marion. You're up top seeing all this stuff happen. What thoughts are going through your head?
Yeah, okay, so I am at this point just dangling my feet off the side of this little high vantage spot, this tower, and just looking over at the park, just trying to make sense of everything. And I thought I knew the people I worked with. And I thought I was the only one with a cool secret, but apparently Slim has one too, so I don't feel very good about that. He and I used to have really good water cooler talk. Like, we would talk about sport ball sometimes. And now, who am I gonna talk to about sport ball? Kimiko? She doesn't even know sport ball.
Yeah, and the people that you just started working for are trying to blow up the park that you love.
Yeah, can we blow up the city instead? I'm so conflicted.
Yeah, rough times for Marion. Let's pop over to Grandma Halmeoni as you are walking away from the scene, the one who is still largely conscious. How's Grandma Halmeoni feeling about this?
I'm quite angry, if you must ask.
Yes.
I'm gonna go home, and I'm just gonna start punching the wall repeatedly until like my hands shatter.
Oh, goodness.
My robot hands.
Yeah, punch until you can feel the bricks contacting with the wall. Yeah, okay, we'll let Grandma Halmeoni do that. Chen, what's going through your head right now?
Well, I need to get rid of some of these conditions I have.
That is correct.
So, first, I'm going to try to absolve my guilt. I monologue out loud in my little bit. I'm guessing am I in the hospital yet, or am I just in the back in the tent? Or
Yeah, they just took you to one of the medical tents initially, and so you're there, you're getting kind of bandaged up, and it's actually the same guy from before who healed you up the last time, the one who respects you enough to not try and remove your mask.
So I just go, I see now, I am not the one that would be able to save this city. I thought I could do this by myself, but I'm starting to realize that me by myself, I'm kind of not as useful as I thought. Need to get some help. I think I need to seek out Sparrowkeep. And then that was my use a personal sacrifice to absolve my guilt. So I'm sacrificing my single superhero name to get somebody else to help me.
I should never have told that small child to go home.
Sacrificing a bit of your ego, maybe a bit of your dignity.
Yeah.
Sparrowkeep would have loved this.
I'm also troubled, so I need to seek, and I'm like, I need to seek out a mentor or a powerful figure. I need to find someone who could be able to help me rid myself of this troubled condition I'm in.
Should hire a butler.
But I don't know. I don't know who could I turn to in this time of need.
And this guy says, well, you know what, actually, surprisingly enough, you play Nuktuk, right?
I'm sorry.
I mean, come on, man. Come on. We all know.
I mean, like, come on, dude.
Is it really that bad? Is it really?
I'm one of your coworkers. Come on.
Does everybody know? I feel like I'm like that one person at the party that everybody knows something about, and I'm totally oblivious.
You think out loud, I yell from the rooftop.
I mean, listen, you come here pretty often. I've been doing your massage appointments for the past several months at this point.
Oh, I thought that there was some sort of massage therapist confidentiality, but I guess not. All right.
Now, listen, I'm not telling anybody about it. I'm not telling, but that doesn't mean I'm an idiot. Sorry, Chen.
I would never insult your intelligence. I just thought I was smarter than that, but apparently not.
It's okay, don't worry. There's another person here who thinks they're more intelligent than they actually are. Bolin's visiting at the moment.
Yo.
What?
And, I know that you really enjoy playing Nuktuk, so maybe if you go chat with Bolin, he might be able to help you out a little bit.
Oh, I guess, he's like a legend. Yeah, of course he'd be able to help.
Yeah, literally speaking, he is one of the legends in Avatar Legends.
Oh, this day just keeps getting better. From going absolute garbage to now better.
Yeah, you hit pretty near rock bottom there for a little bit, so things are going to be looking up pretty soon for you, I bet.
All right, well, what do you prescribe for me, Doc? How am I going to get better, fatigue-wise?
Well, let's give you some 800 milligram ibuprofens and send you on your way.
That's a good start.
I pick them up and they're like £1 each. Oh, wow, thanks.
Nice.
So, yeah, we'll say you can take one of those now to remove a couple fatigue.
Okay, I will do that.
But please don't overdose on these. Please don't overdose on these. These are powerful.
Don't worry, I always read the label.
All right, so yeah, he sends you off on your way. And goodness gracious, we've been through a lot. Let's ask some growth questions real quick.
Let's.
So we're going to start with, did you learn something challenging, exciting, or complicated about the world?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friend isn't my friend.
Your boyfriend was an even worse boyfriend, Grandma Halmeoni.
Slim was Ghazal Rhul. That's something crazy we just learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Tokuga's actually the bigger threat here. Wild stuff.
Yep.
So everybody mark XP for that.
Check.
Next, did you stop a dangerous threat or solve a community problem?
Kind of.
I would say yes.
2 out of 3 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stopped the park from blowing up. That's pretty cool.
That was cool, yeah.
Next, did you guide a companion towards balance or end the session at your center?
Yes!
I did.
Actually, finally.
Yeah.
All right, everybody mark XP for that.
Level up, baby.
Now, individual questions. Connor, did you try to make amends for past mistakes or prove you're a different person now?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
I just tried to get the part not to explode because I like working here.
Okay. With that in mind, do you want to try to roll to make amends?
Nah.
All right.
No.
Just feeling a lot of things.
Yeah.
Now, Chen, did you resolve an issue or conflict relying on something other than your trainings?
I'm going to say yes, because at the end, my internal-external monologue, I am resolving the issue that I have where I thought I had to do this by myself, but I'm now realizing I can't do this by myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm putting my original thought aside to make a better one.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. And then, Thomas, did you learn something meaningful about a new group or community?
Not a new group or community, but I did learn something meaningful about an old group or community.
Yeah, I think we've already kind of played through the Grey Lotus shtick on this particular one.
Yeah, so I would say no.
All right. Do we have anybody with all 4 XP?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so everybody, look at that. Does anybody off the top of their head know which advancement they want to go for?
Yes, I'm going moment of balance.
Ooh, baby.
Unlocking my moment of balance.
Yes, this is a good one.
Putting that in the chamber.
And the way that the Razor's moment of balance works, you were always taught to control yourself, and that to give yourself, to connect, is to lose control. But now you see that connection isn't weakness, it's a choice, a way of controlling yourself. You seize that now, choosing to embrace connection to others and spring yourself to impossible heights. Tell the GM how you save those you care about from an outrageously dangerous threat or problem.
Yeah!
I like that. That's a good one.
That's in my back pocket. Choo-choo.
All right. JP, do you got an idea what you want to do?
I want to take from another playbook, Prodigy, Judging Rival.
Ooh,
It says I can size up somebody with focus and then ask questions, basically like assess the situation.
interesting.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That can
Yeah.
tee up some fun stuff. I like it.
As I say, I can see that being a good fighting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun. Get some internal insight rather than just situational insight. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Thomas, what do you got?
I'm choosing Black Koala Sheep from the Successor playbook.
What?
When you behave in a way that shocks and unsettles people from one of your backgrounds, roll with creativity to intimidate them or push your luck.
Ooh, that's kind of sick, actually.
Another thing that we can roll with creativity instead of something else.
Yeah.
That's great.
And speaking of your backgrounds, do you want to just stick with Urban?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Urban's great.
All right, with that then, now that we have taken some time to grow and advance as people, to reflect on this crazy situation, I think that is where we're going to pick up next time.
Woohoo! Hey, booyah.
Oh, dang.
What a battle.
That was good.
Oh boy, Chen is so beat up right now still.
Yeah, he needs a good night's rest and maybe some breakfast.
Several ice packs.
Yeah, maybe some guidance, some comfort even.
Yeah.
Can I clear angry since I broke my robot hands?
Since you know what? That is, break something important or lash out at a friend.
Nice.
Yeah, we can clear angry for you.
Cool.
Hot dog.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for listening to Imp Tab Avatar. We'll be back next time with more adventures in the world of Varrick World. Woo! If you want more, go ahead and subscribe. Maybe even give us a review. We would be as happy as a woman whose terrible date is in jail if you go ahead and give us a review on the podcatcher of your choice. We're also all over social media at Improv Tabletop, so if you'd like to connect with us there, maybe you want to talk to me about how things are starting to wrap up as we're moving into the end game of this campaign, it appears. Don't be afraid to reach out. Now it's time to shout out our next batch of Sticker Club patrons.
Ow, ow. Woohoo.
And the patrons we're shouting out this week are John Michael Carter Luckett, Mackenzie Peterson, and Michael Sear.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yes, these are the 3 air nomads that those animatronics were modeled after originally.
Ooh.
Nice. Thanks for getting those bombs.
A premium.
Yep.
Yeah.
And doing whatever you did to become statued.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, Mikey, we're sorry that you're only an arm now, but at least your arm is still in Marion's possession.
True dat.
We'll have more patrons to shout out next week, and if you, dear listener, want to join their ranks, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/improvtabletop, where you can also get things like Discord access, biannual sticker packs, and more, such as our current ongoing patron-exclusive campaign, Miceborn, the Mouse Ritter Chronicles.
Squeak. Squeak.
Yep, our most recent episode that we just released is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need
Holy
to
cow.
somehow get Brandon Sanderson to watch this.
Oh, man.
I mean, if he becomes a patron, he'll be able to get access to it.
Yes, we need to make him be a patron.
You heard the man, Brandon. Pay up.
Yeah. I mean, it's only $2 a month, and you get access to all of our bonus content. How's that sound?
Yeah, you can afford that, Mr. Dragonsteel.
And we may be talking in iCast Fireball about the Cosmere RPG.
Oh, yes.
No other words aside from that at this point, because I don't want to be promising too much.
Word.
I'm excited for that too. I think that sounds great.
Love that. If you guys do, I'm going to listen to the heck out of that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, speaking of, let's do a round of plugs. We've got our sister podcast, iCast Fireball, the D&D 5e actual play that is currently going through the campaign Skull and Shackles.
Woo.
My sneaky little satyr fae guy is doing all kinds of sneaky little fae satyr things over there, so it's lots of fun. And the other thing I just want to shout out right now is the Cosmere RPG.
Yes.
Originally, it was just going to be the Stormlight Archive RPG, but now they're expanding it to be a whole bunch of other stuff. The Cosmere, for those of you who aren't familiar, is the extended universe of Brandon Sanderson, including Mistborn, including the Stormlight Archive, including a whole bunch of other stuff. I have had a rocky relationship with D20-based RPGs over the past couple of years.
Fair.
But this one looks very promising. It looks like it's taking a lot of really cool stuff from D&D, a lot of really cool stuff from Pathfinder. They've got the 3-action economy. They've got this like character talent tree that is very flexible in a very intriguing way. It's got me intrigued by D20 fantasy RPGs again, so there's that to keep in mind. As of this moment, it's still being kickstarted, but the beta rules are free on DriveThruRPG. If you're listening to this later on, who knows if they still are, but it's something that, you know, if you like the D&D flavor, but you want just a bit of a more narrative kind of swing on things, go check out the Cosmere RPG. It looks promising.
Looks awesome. I can't wait.
Yeah. And with that, everybody, thanks for joining us here in the world of Imp Tab Avatar, Varrick World. I'm Ned Wilcock, your host and GM, and I've been joined by...
Connor Wood, Cosmere Enjoyer.
Justin Porter, aka JP, and I'm a fan.
Thomas Ryan, hitting the bricks.
Much love and stuff, everybody. We'll catch you next time on Imp Tab Avatar.
Let's do this thing.
Let's do it.
Let's do this.
I'm just going to talk like that for Halmeoni. It's me, Grandma Halmeoni. How are you today?
Somebody put tobacco leaves instead of tea leaves in the cup.
She became a smoker overnight.
Yeah.
She became slim.